Hey guys, welcome to part 2. Hopefully YouTube is done hating me for the moment, so enjoy the video. Alright, let's pick up with Rebel Moon 2, The Indian Giver.
Racist.
That's it!
I think it's a better title since we thought we got rid of Francis, only to get him back. Anyways, this movie begins with more exposition from Sir Anthony Hopkins, recapping the first movie, and I get it, but do you really need to do this? It's like a part 2 of a TV show.
Previously on Manifest.
This is not starting well. Yes, we already know that Francis is alive, but I'm somewhat confused here. The wakes up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, but has no idea where he is, and he says, the Scar Giver is on Velt.
Toga, toga, toga!
Okay, Noble has been unconscious since his first death. How the does he even know he has a scar? Presumably he's been covered up in the saran wrap since they brought him back to life. So how the did he know anything about his condition? Whatever. Next we cut to the nutty nincompoops arriving at the village on Velt. They are greeted at what looks like a pretty good feast. And it's there that Cora says she killed Francis. And therefore, no defense is really needed. Okay, then why the did you go to the village to begin with? However, the little manlet from the rapey squad comes running up and tells them that they have 5 days. So General Titus addresses the village and tells them that they need to bring in the harvest in 3 days. Okay, I gotta stop here, because I am thoroughly confused on the timeline. When Gunnar first met Admiral Noble, he told him it would take 9 weeks for the harvest to be ready. So how long were Cora the Explorer and Gunnar gone? Based on the first movie, it felt like a week, maybe 2? So how the is the harvest now mature? I understand you want to use the harvest as a bargaining chip, but god man, some of this does matter.
This is no time to argue about time. We don't have the time.
Who cares? Well, Gunnar drops a load in Cora, and then she goes right into exposition mode. It's here we learn that Cora was directly involved in the killing of the royal family. And this scene is such hot garbage. The royal family was going to a new ship for a christening or dedication or whatever the they call it. They show up in, I guess, some sort of engine room part of the ship, and there's a bunch of senators or dignitaries standing around with an orchestra that have bags on their heads. Why? I really have no idea. I just know that playing an instrument with a bag over your head is a little harder. However, that's not what alerts the king into thinking something is wrong. Oh, no. The boilers aren't lit, or the furnaces or whatever they call them. Huh?
Is this normal?
I mean, that's what tips you off? Not the orchestra wearing bags over their heads? No, the boilers aren't lit. I think I would be more like, why the are there even boilers on the spaceship to begin with? But I won't get too far into the scene. But in the end, Cora ends up killing the kid.
Wait, what?
If I was Gunnar, I'd be like, oh, who did I just
You one crazy ass.
I could just see my brain telling me, get the out of here. But I guess we move on. Then next we are treated with never-ending slow motion of grain harvesting. Did Zack Snyder really think that this would be a good thing? It's fucking stupid. Why the hell would you take something that in its own right would be boring to watch and then add a ton of slow motion? Christ, this is like watching golf in slow motion. Wow, that really kept me on the edge of my seat. The worst part is that this whole montage is only broken up by Francis
What's my name?
going nuts and killing his doctor. I guess in this world it's a capital offense to ensure the good health of one's captain. Boy, is some quality, guys. So what feels like an eternity of wheat porn.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
General Titus addresses the village with his ideas regarding mounting a defense against the Imperium. Remember, this guy was regarded as a tactical genius on the battlefield. So what is his idea for mounting a defense, you ask? Moving the fucking grain into the village to deter the Imperium from nuking the residents from orbit. I mean, really? That's your plan?
Not a great plan.
You're telling me that this dreadnought with its support ships doesn't carry, oh, I don't know, how about tear gas or something for crowd control? They could drop that on the village and subdue its residents. It's not like they're fighting a whole city.
You know how tear gas stinks up my meat?
It's a couple of rickety houses with a handful of villagers. Ah! Well, next up, we see the villagers learning combat by shooting their wheat. Wait, didn't they need that for a deterrence against the Empire? Reasons. Next up on their list is digging trenches, and Jesus Christ, you would need a excavator to remove that amount of dirt in 2 days. Nope, they've got their bucket and their shovel and away they go. What a bunch of clowns. What's next? Oh, let's go get Cora's dropship that's been sitting out there for 2 seasons. Well, I guess he could use it for parts or something, and holy dog balls, it fires right up. It just had a bird's nest in its tailpipe. God, this movie is stupid. Now we cut back to our heroes having dinner. Everyone seems to be engaged in some productive conversation when General Titus just interrupts.
I like to...
Okay, guys, tell me your backstories. I'll go first. The Imperium killed those I cared for, and now I'm mad. Cedar, show me on the doll where the Imperium hurt you. The Imperium killed those I cared about, now I'm mad.
What a coincidence.
And Nemesis stands up. Same thing happened to me, but now I have lightsabers.
Boy, did you luck out, fella.
Then Ab stands up. That's insane. The same thing happened to me, and now I have abs. If you stop and think about this whole exposition scene, it really just irritates the out of my leaky, feathery rectum.
That can't be good.
I mean, you might as well just do the scene from Jumanji where they tap their chest and up pops their strengths and weakness. You can imagine if abs did it. Oh, my weakness is that I turn and run like a little girl when danger shows up. My strength? I have abs. Well, Francis finally shows up and the battle begins. The villagers pop out of their underground hiding spots and begin blowing up. Wait a second. How the hell did the Imperium folks not know there were people hiding underneath them? Just a few minutes prior, Noble was scanning the village and was able to detect the women and children in the buildings, and somehow they fucking missed the people that were hiding just under their landing zone? Oh, come the on. You just scanned the village and somehow missed this? Also, how the did the ships landing on the ground not crush the tunnels to begin with? I know a little bit about foundations, and there's no way that these wood-reinforced structures could handle a live load of a spaceship!
This is fine.
The moment they land, they'd crush the out of the idiots hiding below. And then that's it. The surprise is dead. But no, the movie still has to happen. Oh, you, movie. However, one bright spot is when the first villager pops out with a bazooka, and the look on Francis's face is priceless.
Surprise,
Well, then there's a lot of shooting and a ton of slow motion. Villagers dying, soldiers dying. I swear I have zero, and I mean zero emotion invested with any of these assholes. Way to go, Zach. You've managed to make your audience completely run out of to give. I'm out! So Cora the Explorer manages to get into the King's gaze with the intent of blowing it up, and what in the ungodly hell is going on here? What the is this thing doing? Is it supposed to be the power plant? We all know what this looks like, right? It's like, what the this is blowing the ship's or something. That's how they power everything? By getting sucked off? Suck! I know there's always phallic symbols in movies, but this really is on the nose here. Oh my god. So while Cora is putting explosives on the sucking engine, some dude is walking up and is like, this looks normal. Cora has time to fully turn around, draw her pistol, and shoot the poor before he flinches. Then just as the dude's body falls, Cora's in the air blasting at everyone below her. She lands in a coal bunker and begins executing the unarmed trimmers. Wait, did she just land in the bunker of the Titanic? There are literally dudes shoveling space coal into the boilers to, I guess, fuel the sucking engine to then power the ship? Oh, wow, this is bad. Well, Cora kills these poor and waits to kill the actual bad guy until he warns the bridge that she's on board. Back on the ground, Abs and General Titus are giving the Imperial Guard the business. They're kicking so much so that they barely need any cover. They're just standing and shooting.
Pretty impressive, huh?
The plot armor here is nothing short of amazing. Except for Nemesis. There really is only one point at which this movie makes you think, oh, this might be it, but nah. Then not C-3PO shows up, voiced by Sir Anthony Hopkins, and saves the day.
It's about time you showed up.
Going back up to the sky, Francis is now on the hunt to find Cora. Okay, I have to bring this up. But why does Noble have the same haircut as Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder? But whatever. So while Noble is looking for Cora, he orders his crew to begin firing on the town despite still having soldiers there. Yep, we haven't seen this 1,000 times before. But what ruffles my feathers is that they are targeting the village by manually moving the gun. It's basically 100% analog. Seriously, come the on. I get that sci-fi movies in the past, Star Wars, Star Trek, Alien, all had analog components and panels in them, but these movies didn't have anywhere near the resources that Zack Snyder had for Rebel Moon. There was no CGI back then, and everything was made by hand. So when I see a bloated movie purposefully inserting stupid like this, it just makes me shake my head. But then again, this movie has some sort of sucking entity powering the ship, so I guess I can carry on. Well, just as the cannons are about to fire on the village, the explosives detonate, throwing off their aim and save the village. What's comical about this scene is that no one notices the explosives on the sucking engine until right before it explodes. You would think that this power entity that has some sort of awareness, since it looked directly at Cora, wouldn't try to issue an alert? Although I guess since it has its mouth full, it might make it difficult. After the explosion, the King's gaze begins to crash towards the planet, and Noble and Cora are locked in combat and plummeting down the hangar bay, and this scene just goes on and on and on and on. Finally, at the end, Gunner saves Cora, which I was a little surprised to see, but Cora, of course, gets the last hit and finishes Francis once and for all.
Try to stay dead this time.
Well, Cora and Gunner escape the King's gaze as it's crashing to the planet's surface. They take out some poor schmuck's house and come to a stop just outside the village. Just then, the Eater reinforcements arrive and clean up what's left of Francis's men. Wait, who the called them? How'd they even know where on Velt the stupid village is located?
Call it what you will, a hunch, woman's intuition.
Why am I having to ask real basic questions? But let's just wrap this up. Gunner shits the bed. General Titus acknowledges he knows about Cora's past, but in a strange twist of things, he tells him that the princess is not dead.
I'm not dead.
Yeah,
He says he's not dead.
Yes, he is.
The is it with people coming back to life in these movies anyways? Maybe you shouldn't have burned Gunner's body, especially if you find the princess is still alive. She brought a stupid bird back to life. Maybe you could have found her and have her do their Green Mile trick to Gunner. Oh, you, Titus, for not bringing this up earlier. So that's that. That's Rebel Moon parts 1 and 2. An absolute waste of 4 hours. But you know what? At least I was able to spend some time with Manchus. Wait, where is that dog? Manchus! Manchus! Oh, holy sh! Manchus! Wait, is that Zack Snyder? Okay. Google, translate. Good boy.
La luna rebelde apesta.
Hey, thank you for watching. We hope you understand this is just satire, and we have a good time doing it. If what you saw here made you happy, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you didn't like what you saw here, please hit the like and subscribe button, because it'd make me happy. Thanks for watching. Now please, just leave me alone.